Hello guys, Nick here. I'm not gonna talk like that for the rest of the match because it's really annoying. But today I have a pretty good domination for you guys, and I'm not gonna talk like that. But in the beginning I kind of put it in super fast mode. I'm not gonna do the super fast mode because I'm not gonna copy. Wait, I just did it. Sorry if I... Who does that? Who does that to? I don't care. But sorry if I copied your super fast mode. But yeah, so I have a domination on Scrapyard for you guys. I'm using the MP5K silenced, and my sidearm is the Spaz FMJ. Yeah, that's what it is. And my perks are the Marathon Pro. I love that. But Stopping Power Pro and Ninja Pro. To talk about the MP5K, I usually prefer it over the UMP45 because it has a higher fire rate by a lot, but the UMP45 has a better damage, like percentage, I guess you'd say, percentage, and sorry for my voice squeaking. It has a higher damage percentage and a higher range. And I don't know, I just like the MP5K. It seems to kill people a lot faster, especially if you have stopping power on. Especially with a silencer. If you have a silencer, I think you have to use stopping power on a gun, because I don't know. It just seems like silencers reduces like its damage by a lot, and the MP5K's damage isn't as good as it should be. I don't know if that's right, but I don't know. If the damage was higher, I think it would be overpowered, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, so and my kill streaks are the UAV sentry gun and the attack helicopter, I think. Yeah. And the reason I use that kill streak is because the UAV is really helpful in any game type, and the sentry gun is really helpful for defending positions, especially in like domination or demolition, basically objective type games. I don't really use them in search and destroy because I think they're pointless in there, but I suck at placing sentry guns. They usually get killed within like 5 seconds of me putting them up, but if you're a good sentry gun placer, I would definitely recommend like using them in objective based games, because if you can get the perfect spot to place them, they can get a lot of kills for you, and they also defend like one of your captured positions for a good, I think, 2 or 3 minutes. I'm not sure though. I think it's that long. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, if you have them in a good place, they will get you an enormous amount of kills, and they will help your team out, and they will help you win the game overall. I just juked that guy out. Ooh. Yeah, but if you find a good place to put a sentry gun, it's really helpful. So I would recommend using that besides the Predator missile, because the Predator missile will get you like one or two kills at the most, unless if you're like playing ground war, where you'll get like 4 kills with a Predator missile. But I'm not playing ground war, so I don't use it. So and another thing to talk about is that in my opinion, you have 2 roles in domination. Either you could be like a dog running around picking off people, not like a dog, but you can either run around, pick off people so your teammates can capture the objectives. That's a really helpful role, which I usually tend to stick with that role because it's really fun just running around and killing people. I like to kill lots of people. I'm sure you do too. But yeah, I usually take on that role, and if you have a full party... Oh wait, no, I have to talk about the other role is you run around and like capture the objectives for your team, and that is really good at leveling up, I would say, because you get a lot of points. If you run around and capture objectives, you get a lot of points. But to talk about, if you have a full party, like you have a full party of people that you play with, usually it's really effective if you have like two or three people playing the role that I'm playing right now, just running around and killing people, and you can have like 4 or 3 people playing the role of capturing the objectives. And if you like play your matches like that, 9 times out of 10 you'll win the match, and that's really good for improving your win ratio. And I'm not one to talk, but my win ratio is, I think, 0.3. Rage quitting. I believe that's what it's from, but, and I think just not playing the objectives, but off of that, yeah, but if you have a party that does that, you'll win 9 times out of 10, you'll win the game. And that's really good if you want a good win ratio, but I don't really care about my kill death ratio, so I'm not going to say if you running around and killing people will improve your KD. But if you're like into that and you want like a good KD, this is where you'll get a lot of kills. And I think my KD is 1.6 if anybody wanted to know, but yeah, so if you have a full team doing that, you'll win the game, probably. Because one time we went on like a 13 win streak, just playing Domination like that, so it's pretty useful. So I would recommend doing that if you have a full party. But if you're like with a bunch of random kids like I am right now, they really won't listen to you, because random people never listen to me. I don't think they like me. They don't like me. But another thing to talk about is, like, you know, the MP5K has a lot of recoil even without a silencer, and the F2000 is another gun like that. They both have a ton of recoil, but if you burst fire with them, they're like an M16 pretty much, if you just burst fire with them. So burst firing with a silenced weapon with a lot of recoil really helps it out a lot, because then you can, it's pretty much like an assault rifle. It's because some of the SMGs I use are like assault rifles to me, and I tend to use assault rifles, SMGs, and snipers because they're the most effective things. But anyway, off of that, but if you burst fire with silenced weapons, unless if it's a really good assault rifle like the ACO with no recoil, but another thing to talk about is we lost a bunch of positions because I really didn't help my team, like, protect my teammates while they were capturing them, and that's one thing that you have to do. Once your teammates are capturing position, you want to protect them as much as possible. Put cover fire out for them, and you will most likely capture that position. And that would be really good, because I try to do that, but their air support just dominates us, and that's why we're losing all these objectives. So if you have, and also try to have at least one person with a stinger or something kind of rocket launcher, so it can destroy the helicopter, because that guy named Unsafe Airplane yeah, shoots down like some of the air support that they get, and it helps us out a little bit because all their air support's gone now, and we could kind of run out and try and capture positions. But if you're losing like we are right now, my team's losing by a massive amount of points, like I think 30, almost 40. If you're losing by that many points, you definitely want to switch roles. Like, I switched my role from the running around and killing people to go and capture positions, because that's what I'm trying to do right now. As you can see, I'm going to B quite often, because if you have B, it's kind of in the middle, so that you'll spawn like in between both of them. So it gives you a better chance of capturing them. So that's really good. Definitely switch roles if you're losing by a lot, because I try and switch roles, but it kind of helped a little bit. It moved our points up a little, but it didn't really help that much. So the match is kind of winding down now, kind of winding. And guys, tell me if you like kind of this stuff where I get like high kills and good score, or if you like fun gameplay with the intervention or whatever. Just tell me what you like. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.